Coach, where do you think Everett's comfort level is after a couple weeks of practice now? Just readapting to the offense, kind of finding timing with some of the guys after spending a year away.
I don't think he's feeling comfortable yet. No, I mean, I think he's still, trying to find that. He doesn't have any of the guys. He doesn't have TJ. Daniels isn't here. All the guys that he had, a little bit of that timing with. He's working with all new guys, right? So he doesn't have any of that. So it's really like he's working with a whole new cast of characters in that sense. And so, Malik has more timing with some of these guys than he does, in a sense. So he's working through it. I wouldn't say he's frustrated at all. He's got a good grasp of what we're doing, but it's going to take some time. I guess the one guy that if I can talk about one guy of all the receivers, the guy that I'm pleased with the most is Corey Robinson.
What's is that expanding his game? Of course,
He does exactly what I ask him to do all the time. And he does it right. Now, he may screw it up the first time, but you coach him, and he does it right the second time. I love that kid.
How often can you say that about a player? I mean, how many guys on the team can you say that about?
They try to do it right. They all try to do it right. He does it right the second time. I mean, he's fun to coach.
Ryan, when we had a chance to talk to Malik yesterday, he comes off as such a competitive guy, fearless guy. Does that ever maybe get in his way a little bit? Does he ever push himself a little bit too hard and become too competitive? And what's the chemistry like with Everett? And is Everett trying to teach him, or is it too competitive to really do that at this point?
No, they're good. They're good together. They like each other. Everett's not going to sit down and teach them the playbook, though. But they like each other. They get along very well. But it's not a Tommy Rees where Tommy Rees would sit down and teach Everett, the offense. We don't have that kind of situation. These are two competitive kids. Malik wants to beat out Everett. But it's a very positive kind of atmosphere. He's just a highly competitive kid, and he's extremely confident in his ability. Extremely. Sometimes I have to settle him down a little bit. But that's a good thing. I'd rather have that than somebody who doesn't think he can do it. So the dynamic is very positive. They're very good with each other. They help each other, but it's not one where they're gonna share notes and sit down and, hey, how can I help you beat me out? That's not happening.